Why the get-rich-quick mentality is a trap and what to do instead. You know what almost every online guru refuses to admit? All that flashy overnight success crap you see on TikTok, YouTube, or some dude flexing his rented Lambo on Instagram. Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors. The truth is way less sexy, and that's exactly why nobody wants to talk about it. Because behind every crypto pump, every make six figures in 30 days course, every 22-year-old CEO on a magazine cover, there's usually nothing but hype, noise, a highlight reel designed to make you feel like you're falling behind. But we are here to talk about the unsexy truth. And here's the twist. The stuff that actually builds a real life, the stuff that makes an ordinary guy dangerous, skilled, confident, never happens fast. It happens slow, quietly, and without applause. I call it the long game. It's not glamorous, but it's the only game that actually works. And if you're ready for the truth, then let's start right here. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people never stop to think about. You're not getting pulled into shortcuts because you're weak or lazy. You're getting pulled in because your brain is wired to chase the quickest hit of feel-good chemicals it can find. And in today's world, dopamine is everywhere, practically on tap 24/7. Every time you get a like, a DM, a Tinder match, or watch some "I turned $300 into $30,000 in 2 weeks" video, your brain fires off a tiny reward signal. It's the same chemical that lights up when you eat junk food or scroll TikTok at 2 a.m. And the crazy part? The entire internet economy is built around milking that system. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, get-rich-quick ads, crypto hype pages. They're not just entertaining you, they're conditioning you. Bit by bit, they train your brain to expect fast rewards, fast progress, fast success. And anything that doesn't deliver that instant high feels boring, frustrating, or like it's not working. That's why learning a real skill feels slow, why saving money feels pointless, why sticking to a workout plan feels exhausting after the first week. You've been wired, by design, to hate anything that takes time. Think about it. Learning a language takes 2 years. Becoming great at your job might take 5. Building wealth, the legitimate way, might take decades. But we live in a world where you can order food, groceries, a date, or a dopamine hit from your phone in under 5 minutes. So of course your brain rebels when something demands patience, discipline, or delayed gratification. And here's the trap. The more you chase quick hits, the weaker you get at playing the long game. Not because you're broken, but because your brain is being hijacked by systems engineered to profit off your impatience. You're not failing. You're being outplayed. Once you understand that, everything changes. Because the moment you stop blaming yourself, you can finally start fighting the real enemy, the addiction to speed, and the illusion that success should feel instant. So, how do we break the conditioning? What is the counterplay? So, what does playing the long game actually look like? Let me make one thing clear right away. It doesn't mean moving slowly, and it definitely doesn't mean living like some monk who never takes risks. Playing the long game means you prioritize building something solid instead of chasing the fastest shortcut. It's like constructing a skyscraper. You don't start with the shiny glass windows. You start by digging a deep, boring, ugly hole in the ground. And the deeper that foundation goes, the higher you can eventually build. Principle 1. Compounding. Most people want the $1,000,000 swing, the one move that changes everything. But the real magic comes from tiny, consistent upgrades. Improve by just 1% a day, one extra page read, one more rep at the gym, one better decision than yesterday. It sounds insignificant, but over a year, that's exponential growth. It's not addition, it's multiplication. And compounding doesn't just apply to money. It applies to your skills, your discipline, your network, Your confidence. Every part of your life gets sharper. Principle 2. Systems over goals. Goals sound inspiring, but they're also pressure traps. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to make six figures. That's cool. But what's your system? A real system looks like 3 workouts a week, protein at every meal, sleep before midnight, or 1 hour a day learning your craft, 2 focused work blocks with 0 distractions, weekly check-ins. Systems create momentum. Goals just create anxiety. When you combine compounding with strong systems, you stop living in reaction mode. You stop relying on motivation. You start stacking quiet wins, wins that nobody notices at first but eventually become impossible to ignore. That's the long game, slow at the start, unstoppable later. When people hear play the long game, they think it's some old school philosophy for CEOs with gray hair or athletes who've been grinding for decades. But that's not true. The long game is alive right now, shaping the culture you consume every single day. You just don't notice it because the process is hidden, and the internet only shows you the highlight reel. Take Mr. Beast, for example. Everyone sees the insane challenges, the giant budgets, the flashy thumbnails. But almost nobody remembers the years he spent uploading videos from his bedroom, analyzing YouTube like a scientist, trying every weird experiment imaginable. He had stretches where he was getting maybe 100 views, but he kept going. He treated YouTube like a craft, not a lottery ticket. And that's why he's untouchable today, because he mastered the boring parts when nobody cared. Then there's David Goggins. People quote him like a meme now. Stay hard, callous your mind, all that. But the version of Goggins you see today was built through thousands of lonely miles on the pavement, brutal early mornings, and a relentless fight against his own weaknesses. He didn't wake up one day as the toughest man alive. He constructed that identity brick by brick in silence, with nobody cheering. His long game was internal, mental, and brutally personal. And in tech, you've got Elon Musk. Forget the memes and the headlines for a second. Look at what Tesla and SpaceX actually went through. Near bankruptcy multiple times, rockets exploding, years of doubt from investors and the public. Most people would have cashed out or pushed for short-term profit to look good on a quarterly report. Musk doubled down on a decades-long vision, sustainable energy, and getting humanity off Earth. Whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny he plays on timelines most people don't even dare to think about. These aren't superhumans. They're long-game players. They understand something most people ignore. Success isn't built by one big moment, but by thousands of quiet ones. Behind every viral video, every world record, every rocket launch is a mountain of experimentation, failure, and repetition. The long game isn't a philosophy of the past. It's the hidden engine behind the people shaping our world today. And this engine is not reserved for them. It's the engine you need to install in your own life to win your own 10-year marathon. Life isn't a 100-meter sprint. It's not about who explodes off the starting line, burns hot for 30 days, and then disappears. Life is a marathon, long, uncomfortable, and brutally honest. And the person who wins isn't the one who sprints the first mile like they're trying to impress Instagram. It's the one who knows how to pace themselves, protect their energy, stay focused when everybody else gets bored, and refuse to tap out when things get heavy. Here's the reality a lot of people your age forget. A marathon rewards the consistent, not the talented. It rewards the guy who shows up tired, frustrated, busy, stressed, and still takes the next step anyway. That quiet, unsexy discipline, that's what builds a decade most people can't even imagine. So here's my challenge for you. Nothing complicated, nothing guru-ish, just 30 minutes. Turn off your notifications, put your phone face down, and write out your 10-year vision. Not a business plan, not a perfect blueprint. Just answers to three simple questions. Who do you want to become? What skills do you want to master? What value do you actually want to bring to the world? Write it like you're talking to your future self, not to impress anyone, not to manifest, just pure honesty. Forget the perfect app or laptop. Grab a pen and paper, make it messy, make it yours. And when you're done, fold it up, close the tab, or drop the note in a drawer. Now listen carefully. The goal isn't to obsess over that vision. The goal isn't even to achieve it in some perfect way. The real point is who you become while you're chasing it for the next 10 years. Because that's how a marathon works. You don't stare at the finish line. You focus on the next mile. You take the next step. And you let the journey shape you into someone stronger, calmer, more dangerous, and more capable than the version of you who started. Your 10-year marathon begins the moment you decide to take that first step. The only question left is, are you actually going to take it? In a world drowning in noise, hype, and promises of instant success, the boldest move you can make isn't flashy. It's quiet, it's patient, it's relentless. The smart ones, the real game changers, are the ones sharpening their skills while everyone else chases the next shiny distraction. Think of it like this. While most people are running around trying to grab wooden swords, you're in the workshop, hammering steel into a blade. Every hour, every disciplined effort, every small win stacks up. And eventually, that blade isn't just sharp, it's unstoppable. There's no shortcut to places worth going. No hack, no trick, no viral moment will replace steady, focused effort. If you want to reach the levels most people only dream about, it's about playing the long game, quietly, consistently, relentlessly. So stop chasing the noise, start honing your edge. Because in the end, persistence beats speed, patience beats hype, and the long game always wins.